Good afternoon. Thank you, and welcome to Campus Compact's annual conference, Uniting Through Public Purpose. We are excited that you are here, and we look forward to a tremendous couple of days together. This year, we have the distinct pleasure of having the Atlanta Women's Chorus with us under the artistic direction of Dr. Melissa Arasi. The Atlanta Women's Chorus is a talented, diverse group of all ages, backgrounds, and beliefs. They began in 2013 as the Atlanta Women's Project and have grown into a vibrant chorus with almost 100 members. They are not all here today. Today, the Atlanta Women's Chorus will be performing 3 pieces. The first is called What Happens When a Woman. As you listen to the song, expand your mind to think about what would happen if we center the voices of those who have been pushed to the margins. Their next song is I Am by African-American female composer Brittany B.E. Boykin, Spelman College alum and assistant professor in the School of Music at Georgia Tech. Ms. Boykin speaks of an individual journey towards self-acceptance and joy. We are the building blocks of social change. Think about your own individual journey and the ways that you can and have found a self-love that is your own resistance and power. They will end with an anthem to get you pumped and ready for the rest of this conference, and hopefully take with you as you leave this space and return to your everyday lives. We are confronted with many challenges, but we are survivors, and our work is so important in this moment. I'm going to end my remarks with this quote from Dr. Mary Grant, President of Mass Art and Campus Compact Board Chair, from her conversation on the Culture Show. We need to be gathering around tables. We need to be finding the common pieces that pull us together. If you are a singer, sing louder. If you are a painter, paint brighter. And show other people, bring them along, because that nourishes the heart. I now give you the Atlanta Women's Chorus.
What happens when a woman takes power? What happens when she won't back down? What happens when a woman takes power? What happens? What happens? What happens when a woman takes power? What happens when she won't back down? What happens when a woman takes power? What happens? What happens? What happens when a woman takes power? What happens when she won't back down? What happens when a woman takes power? What happens when she wears a crown?
What happens when she rules her own body? What happens when she sets the beat? What happens when she bows to nobody? What happens when she stands on her own 2 feet? What happens when a woman takes power? What happens when she won't back down? What happens when a woman takes power? What happens? What happens? What happens when a woman takes power? What happens when she won't back down? What happens when a woman takes power? What happens when she wears the crown? Whoa, we rise above, whoa, we lead with love, whoa, we have won, we are one, we've just begun. Whoa, we rise above, whoa, we lead with love, whoa, we have won, we are one, we've just begun. What happens when a woman takes power? she wears the crown.
spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong, and I grew strong, and I learned how to get along. And now you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed that stupid lock. I should have made you leave your key. If I'd known for just 1 second you'd be back to bother me. Go on now, go. Walk out the door. Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? You think I'd lay down and die?
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work hard. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. I will survive. Keep on surviving.
It took all the strength I had not to fall apart. You're trying hard to mend the pieces of my broken heart. And I spent so many nights feeling sorry for myself. I used to cry, and now I hold my head up high.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work hard. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. I will survive. Keep on surviving.
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't breathe without you. I'm inhaling. You thought I couldn't see without you. Perfect vision. You thought I couldn't last without you, but I'm lasting. You thought that I would die without you, but I'm living.
Thought that I would fall without you, but I'm on top. Thought it would be over by now, but it won't stop. Thought that I would self-destruct, but I'm still here. Even in my years to come, I'm still gonna be here.
What? I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work hard. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. I will survive. Keep on surviving. I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work hard. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. I will survive. Keep on surviving.
Oh no, not I. Oh, will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I got all my love to live, and I got all my love to give. I will survive. I will survive.
I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work hard. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. I will survive. Keep on surviving.
That is a hard act to follow. Thank you. One more round of applause for the Atlanta Women's Chorus. It is so good to see your faces. I want to begin by honoring and acknowledging that we are on the traditional territories and ancestral homelands of the Muskogee people. We acknowledge that the land and history of this space we are fortunate to gather in today. Community engagement provides us all an opportunity and a responsibility to understand and engage in the historic and continuous relationships between Indigenous people and the land in which our institutions are located, our communities in which we reside, and where we all seek truth, we learn, and we come together. Today, March 31st, is a celebration on many fronts. I want to say Happy Eid to all who celebrate as we end Ramadan. I want to say happy Trans Visibility Day. And happy Cesar Chavez Day. I will admit, we did not do all that planning to kick off this conference on such a celebratory day where we are celebrating so many and our deeply held values of inclusion and belonging. We have 30 of our incredible Campus Compact staff members and student design fellows here with us at this conference. They are very easy to spot because they are in bright orange shirts. This is an energetic and passionate group, and we are all here to make sure you have a phenomenal experience. Please ask questions, share feedback, and just engage with this exceptional group. I also want to give a shout out to Marisol Morales in the front row who's wearing the color of the day. She might not have all the answers about food, but she's rocking the right color scheme. I also want to thank our board of directors, which is made up of 16 transformational leaders. We are joined by several of them, and I'm going to ask them to stand. You're scattered around the room. I'll spot you if you don't stand up. You're back there, Susans and Susans. Thank you all. These leaders have served and advanced the mission of Campus Compact throughout their careers. They are deeply grounded in the work that we do and for whom I am so grateful. I want to thank our sponsors and supporters who have truly made this event possible. These organizations are true partners in advancing civic and community engagement. Our title sponsors, the Arthur Vining Davis Foundations, the Lumina Foundation, and the Charles F. Kettering Foundation. Our presenting sponsors, Give Pulse and Academic Search. Our supporting sponsors, Augsburg University, the Rakes Foundation, Washington Navigators, and the Center for Social Concern. And our institutional sponsors, All In Democracy Challenge, Fair Election Center's Campus Vote Project, and the Constructive Dialogue Institute. Thank you. We're in Georgia, and we are so thankful to have such an incredible group of Georgia members and attendees. And I can't imagine a better location for this meeting at this time. I want to particularly thank our colleagues at Emory and Spelman, who hosted events this past weekend, in many ways feeling like this conference started what feels like a month ago. I'm also excited to call out a couple special groups of people we have in the audience. The first are our campus champions. Each Campus Compact member has an opportunity, and what we hope they will take advantage of, to designate a campus champion. And as we continue to expand our programs and our member-facing resources and assets, these leaders on your campuses are critical to ensure that there is broad awareness and pathways for faculty and staff, administrators, students from all across the campus to get engaged. If you're a campus champion, please stand up. Second, we have a number of active AmeriCorps members and alums with us. The work that these individuals do every day and have done make a difference in all of our communities, and we are so thankful for your service. If you are an active AmeriCorps member or an alum, please stand up. And lastly, but definitely not least, we have almost 100 students attending Compact 25 this year. And I want to especially shout out the University of Arkansas, which is here with 30 strong. Students, please stand up. If you're a student, stand up. As we all support these students and student-led efforts, we are not just improving our campuses, we are strengthening the very fabric of our democracy. every student who learns to make change, every community partnership forged, and every local policy influenced by student advocacy are the building blocks for a more vibrant, participatory society where higher education is a trusted and essential contributor to public life. You all give us so much hope for the future. Campus Compact is a membership and movement organization. It is your leadership and engagement that makes our collective work happen. Whether that is presenting here, mentoring a Newman Civic Fellow, participating in a professional development program, or serving on a design team, we are all in this together. Here in this space, over the next few days, we are coming together to be inspired and challenged, to build connections with one another and engage in difficult but necessary conversations, and to look to the horizon, to explore cutting-edge ideas to strengthen our communities. I know we collectively recognize and feel a sense of urgency. The challenges, threats, attacks, and opportunities of today demand our attention. But what do we do? Defending our values and our capacity to fulfill our vital missions requires a broad coalition of partners to execute in 3 areas: blocking, bridging, and building. As community and civic engaged scholars, partners, practitioners, administrators, presidents, educators, and students, we have a responsibility to embrace this urgency and to jointly forge a path to the just and equitable future and democracy that we all seek. We are the bridgers, and we are the builders. Now is not the time to just defend the status quo of higher education. It is the time to boldly address our very real shortcomings and commit to advancing a higher education system that is responsive, inclusive, accessible, engaged, and community-centered. We must move and we must move as an entire sector. Part of what makes Campus Compact so distinct and special is that we have every single type of institution in this room. And it's going to require us linking arms and working together to act boldly, to strengthen our commitment to the long-term economic and social health of our society by doing work deeply at the local level. This is our building work. As you all know, true community engagement means being of the community, not merely for it. We, higher education, have a vital role to play in promoting and working for the collective good. But it is not just a moral call. It is good for our business and our economy. Our institutions thrive when our surrounding communities thrive. But this also means we must get our own house in order. We cannot afford to creating more silos in the civic and community engagement ecosystem. We need to deeply integrate, connect, and align all of our work, whether that is civic education, voter engagement, economic development and anchor partnerships, community-engaged research and scholarship, and increasingly our deep commitments to dialogue and discourse. We have to focus on our existing assets and resist the urge to create new silos. Campus Compact is deeply committed to being a driving force in this all-in and holistic approach. We will be rolling out tools and technical assistance and professional development to help all of us do this. And we are leading with collaboration at the forefront, prioritizing building relationships, synergy, and alignment with individuals and organizations. When I look out here, I see so many of our partners and fellows, many longstanding, but many new ones. Advancing our shared mission will take all of us. This also means figuring out what we are each uniquely positioned to do and deliver on that. We have to live out the very values that we espouse in community engagement: transparency, accountability, mutuality, and respect. Campus Compact is in the business of partnership, and we know that we are stronger together. 2025 marks 40 years since Campus Compact's founding. Yes. And I know she is dreading this, but I've spotted her in the crowd. I want to specifically recognize the founding executive director of Campus Compact, Susan Stroud, who is with us today, and I'm honored to say is now also a Campus Compact board member. Stanley, there she is, waving. You're going to get to hear from Susan tomorrow. It was Susan and Compact pioneers that led the way. And together we have proved throughout our 40-year history that colleges and universities that embrace their public purposes, that leverage institutional power and resources to holistically contribute to positive change, promoting equity and justice, and strengthening our democracy, are equipped to address the challenges of this moment and beyond. We are excited to step into this next evolution of Campus Compact, and we know that our mission and work has never been more important. As I'm sure you can see, we have a pretty packed room today. And if you've taken a look at the agenda, we have a pretty packed agenda, maybe a little overwhelming. Take a few minutes, look at the various session types, deeply engage. There are intimate roundtable sessions and interactive workshops. There are tons of topical and affinity network-driven meetups that will provide critical space right now for open dialogue and connection. There is something for everyone. Throughout the general sessions, we will be recognizing and celebrating the winners of this year's Campus Compact Impact Awards. These exceptional individuals, programs, and partnerships represent the very best of our field. We have spread out the award recognitions across all 3 days. And today, we will begin by recognizing our 2 Presidential Leadership Award winners. Presenting those awards and carrying us into our main plenary is Dr. Mary Grant, President of MassArt and Campus Compact's board chair. Mary has been our board chair for the past 3 years, and 3 years also happens to be how long I've been at Compact. And I couldn't have imagined the journey without her. Welcome, Mary.